and Susan Sontag and incredible women. But now it seems to have lost its meaning and been reappropriated by the other side, by the dark side, and so I don't really understand what feminism means today. And so with this film, I wasn't really trying to make a kind of feminist manifesto, or I was really just asking questions of myself and of the world around me, and therefore hopefully of the audience too. But I don't think that she's a feminist character or it's a feminist film. It's just an opportunity to look at those social traits and try and ask some questions. The second part of the question was?
Well, maybe the
father characters. Yeah, I mean, I guess,
without a mother, or
it's
the evil
true.
stepmother.
It's true.
The mother.
But I think the evil stepmother is an interesting thing, because actually, the Grimm's brothers, bringing it to the fairy tale, the Grimm's brothers very consciously gathered these folk tales and published them. They didn't write them; they published them. But when they were publishing them, the folk tales, the stepmother character was always the mother, right? It wasn't a stepmother. And the Grimm's brothers created the character of the stepmother because they thought it was more palatable to the Victorian reading public. And so I'm interested in the whole notion of matricide that is contained in fairy tales, and I think that I think it's very rarely kind of discussed. We often hear about kind of the Oedipal complex and sons wanting to kill their fathers in the need to overcome them and move on and all this kind of stuff. But very rarely do we actually hear about daughters killing their mothers. From the close relationships around me, my sister and my mum, or even my wife and her mum, or young women, there's this power struggle that happens between daughters and mothers, and there is a need for young women to break past that kind of mother-daughter thing, and be able to move on. By the way, my mother-in-law and my mother are both incredible women, and it's nothing against them personally.
Yeah.
It's just a need. It's a human need, and so I was interested in this film to look at that female perspective of the parental relationship.